Madden NFL 17 review. Hold on. I gotta do some stuff real quick before I get into my review, so just hold on a few seconds. But yeah guys, welcome to my Madden NFL 17 review. While I do this review, I am going to be showing you guys some head-to-head CPU gameplay of the Minnesota Vikings and the Dallas Cowboys.
As always, Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
Yeah. And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
You got some nice Madden NFL 17 gameplay in the background with my commentary and my review, and also my thoughts and my opinions. I know guys that if for some odd reason I wasn't able to get the game on PS4 like at release, that I would, kind of fess up and at least try to get it in October or maybe even Black Friday, and I settled on Black Friday. And I don't know what the heck is wrong with the rosters. I did have them updated. What the hell? In my franchise mode, I have Sam Bradford as quarterback. I'm guessing this isn't taking all the injuries. I thought as long as I had the previous update, I'd actually be fine. But I guess not. Sorry about that. I still have like 30 minutes because my game's it's been updating the rosters and the commentary lines and all that for about 3 hours, which I'll get into the new commentary engine that they're using because it's actually quite fantastic, and I'll explain how that all works if you guys don't have the game on PS4. I'm not sure if the PS3 and Xbox 360 versions actually have the updated commentary system, but if they do, that's actually pretty damn cool because that's aging hardware, so that's gonna be pretty tough to program in. But anyways, this isn't a review of those versions. I've kind of moved on. I still have a PS3, but I moved on about a year ago from PS3 to PS4, so Madden was actually a huge transition, both visually and gameplay wise. But yeah, Madden 17. Let's talk about gameplay. Let's get down to the nitty gritty for this review because there's been a lot of gameplay changes. Visually, the game is more or less the same last year, graphics wise and all that. And yeah, visually the game isn't just that impressive. It's not that it's not good looking, but the problem is they didn't really update the graphics from what they had last year. They're more or less the same. I mean, there is a little bit of lighting, that gets updated year in and year out. But the game visually more or less looks the same as Madden 16, which isn't a bad thing because Madden 16 had pretty outstanding graphics. I just wish I was kind of hoping they would push the envelope for the visuals. Not a whole lot, but I was hoping we'd see more like rippled jerseys, players tugging on jerseys. I thought we'd probably finally see that this year. Wrinkled faces, when a character like grins or something, maybe we'd see a little bit more like dimples and stuff. I thought we'd see a little bit more detail this year. Especially with the 4K consoles, the new 4K PS4 and the new 4K. I believe the Xbox One S is 4K as well. I don't actually have a PS4 Pro. Mine is the standard PS4, but it's still, pretty high def, so you'd think we would probably see that. I was actually listening to Duke the Killer's one of his videos, not pertaining to Madden per se, and Vikings just got intercepted. That's pretty fucked up, but yeah, keep in mind Sam Bradford. Hopefully, I heard he had a knee injury, so he may not be playing. But anyways, back to the review. The running game, as far as gameplay goes, the running game, they pretty much improved the analog stick. It's so much better than the hit stick. I mean, I used to freaking love the hit stick system that they introduced years ago, and I've used it for every Madden from freaking 07 up till pretty much every Madden from 07 to freaking now. Or actually pretty much 07 to 15, I want to say. 15 or Madden 25. I think Madden 25 was actually the last one actually no, I never even played Madden 25, so I feel like Madden 13 was probably the last one where I actually utilized hit stick. So yeah, it's been quite a lot of years since I've actually utilized the hit stick mechanic. I didn't even freaking know it was still in Madden. But in 17, it doesn't matter. Like, I'm literally so far away from hit stick, I haven't used that gameplay mechanic in like 4 years of Madden or something like that. So yeah, hit stick, I just don't touch it anymore because by the time Madden 15 rolled around, they revamped some of the mechanics, with the aggressive, or no, that was 16 with aggressive catch, but, some of the more button mashing capabilities. And I know a lot of people think that, EA is pretty much dumbing down Madden with, the whole swap mechanics and the aggressive catch system, the hurdle system in the running game, which I've never actually hurdled a defender yet, so I think it's going to feel pretty enticing when it does happen, and that actually makes me pretty happy that stuff isn't just easy to pull off. Like, I pulled off like a freaking, I don't even know how many yards, but pulled off a really nice run with Jared McKinnon. The running game is pretty fluid. The animations are pretty good. The juking animations are the strongest I've seen in years. The fidelity on them, it looks like real life. It doesn't even look like stitched together animations. It looks pretty natural. It's like the animations just look so organic as far as the running game goes. Now, the passing game, you can't really say the same thing. I mean, they pretty much the only thing they did for the passing game is pretty much they pretty much tweaked the aggressive catch system. They just toned it down. They didn't really revamp it. They didn't do anything gameplay-wise to make it feel more different or more vibrant. But I did actually manage to pick up Madden 17 for only $27 at Walmart. So yeah, it was really nice to get the game, early and all that, or not early, but nice to get the game later in the season, and then see it cheaper. I got it on Black Friday, so yeah, the game. You got Tony Romo, and you don't even freaking got Dak Prescott. Are you kidding me? And the sad part is I actually did have the rosters updated, but I guess once the new update comes out, the rosters just get turned off and downgraded until you get the new update. I'm actually watching this gameplay. I'm not really paying that much attention to it, but I am kind of watching as I commentate over it. But yeah, the running game, I feel like the only gameplay mechanic that really got revamped is the running game. It's like, I paid $27 for pretty much. No, I mean, I guess it's nice because they really revamped it. And also, fumbles don't even work right. But there's one thing that really pisses me off, is that two things that they haven't updated Madden since frickin' PS2 era. I mean, it's literally been that long. I'm not even exaggerating. It's the freaking way fumbles and challenges work. The challenge system is so freaking outdated. It's still freaking running on the PS2 version. The way you challenge plays is just kind of sucky. Like, if you're we gotta watch this Marcus show. He's not gonna do anything. But yeah, I don't know. It's just the way challenges work in Madden just kind of piss me off. I also wish that they would add a few more penalties to the game. I know they added a ton of penalties last year, but I was hoping we'd see just a few more this year. Like late hits. We don't have any late hit penalties in Madden, and there's how many renditions of this game, and EA's never thought once to put the freaking they never thought once to put in a freaking late hit on the quarterback penalty or anything like that. It's just really strange that they never, updated the mechanics. It's just some of the most basic mechanics get untouched. That's the part that bothers me. But anyways, as far as gameplay goes, as you can tell, I'm not really impressed with the revamps in gameplay. I don't feel like there was enough of them, which in that sense, I'm glad I didn't pay for this game at full retail, $60, because gameplay-wise, not a whole lot is revamped. I felt like 16, there was quite a lot of revamping, and I felt like from 15 to 25, 15 was a huge transition from, Madden 25, 25 and 25th anniversary edition, aka Madden 14, but, everybody knows that it actually called Madden 14. But, I feel like Madden 15 and Madden 25 were just two completely different games. which is the first time I've actually really thought of, that's the only time I can think of when Madden just felt completely revamped and completely different, on the same console generation. But here you go. Let's talk about presentation now, because, I think this is kind of nice to kind of move on from gameplay to presentation. The presentation is actually, again, it's one of those things that hasn't really changed much. It's just, you see they have these new cutscenes for, like, defensive or starting lineups and all that, which to me is kind of strange, because you don't actually see that in real life. Like, you wouldn't actually see players lining up and doing these stupid dances in the middle of the field, like post-game. They're just not going to do that. Real NFL players would never do that. So that part did kind of bother me. It kind of like pushed me back and kind of had me thinking, am I playing a video game or am I actually watching a game? So, yeah, that kind of took me back a notch. Just a little bit, not too much. As far as presentation goes, another thing is they finally have pylon cams in the game, which are pretty cool because, I think the pylon cam is pretty nice. But the problem about it in Madden, and I don't think it's going to look that good until 18, because in Madden, as of this year, I know it's their first year, but the pylon camera does not actually work the way it should. In fact, some areas it don't even work. Like, players just run too fast, and even when the game tries to slow down. Ooh, that was a nice cut by Stephon Diggs. See, I like these new cut animations. They are so realistic and they make the gameplay that much better. So the foot playing, like, some of these presentation angles will actually cut in and show you the cut and the tiptoeing, on the sidelines and stuff. And these animations actually look pretty fucking good. I am not gonna lie. They pretty much nailed it with the running animations. They're just, the locomotion engine, whatever they're using this year, is just pretty much fantastic. I mean, I really love it. Now, as far as the physics engine goes, they haven't really updated a whole lot. But as you can see, the Vikings, Teddy, I don't know what you Teddy, but obviously you can't tell unless you're actually playing the game, but actually take my word for it, because it's not that often you'll hear me talking about Madden and then gameplay is completely revamped, because it just doesn't happen a whole lot. But yeah, anyways, let's kind of talk more about presentation now. So they're one of the best. I mean, I liked Gus Johnson in Madden 11 and Madden 12. I didn't really care for Chris Collinsworth, so, the Madden 11 and Madden 12 era where we had Gus Johnson, Chris Collinsworth. Like, Gus Johnson had a lot of the more highlight moments, and Chris Collinsworth was like John Madden 2.0. Nah, he shouldn't have ran there, bro. This is where the problem is. I mean, his commentary was so kind of like fragmented and just repetitive and boring. So when they finally got rid of Chris Collinsworth and implemented Wilson's engineers, that was a nice transition. But then, same thing, once the few years went on, and then the commentary from Madden, you could tell that EA was using the same lines over and over again, and that kind of broke the immersion chain. But, with Madden 17, it's more of a social commentary, story-driven engine, the way they say things, and they'll actually say things that are going on in the real life NFL right now. If there's a new update, like now they actually do the roster updates in conjunction with the commentary updates. Like, they actually update the commentary. Like, Brennan and Charles Davis will actually go into EA Tibion, and I'm not freaking kidding, they will actually update the commentary. So that is a cool feature. I hope this, EA kind of evolves on this as the years go on, because this is a pretty awesome feature. But yeah, the only problem is, I wish they would let you update the rosters and choose if you want to update your commentary lines, because the problem is you can't actually play online for like 3 hours, because they really update hours and hours of commentary, which is kind of upsetting, because it's a cool feature, it's not going on, but it's just annoying, because once every week I have to sit on my freaking PS4 for 3 hours waiting for the commentary update, so I can freaking play online, which to me doesn't seem worth it, because when you're playing online, or head-to-head, or even in single-player franchise mode, you're not going to hear these lines of dialogue because in the franchise mode, for one, these lines of dialogue don't entertain you because it's not, it's not default roster. It's you playing on. And that, there's not really much I have to say about the game again. Visually, there's not a whole lot different. If you didn't if this is your first one on PS4, visually it might be pretty stunning. The sound design is pretty good. They update some sound effects in the game, so like when players like hit each other or slap each other on the back or something, there's actually sound effects for it, which is pretty cool. They updated the crowd sound effects. The stadiums, when the fans go wild, you actually can hear it, especially if you're wearing a headset. It's actually pretty immersive. But other than that, overall, the game is pretty good. I would totally recommend getting it now, like, if you can get some sort of deal or something. But yeah, overall, this is my review of Madden NFL 17 for the PS4. I hope you enjoyed this review. Anyways, like, comment, rate, and subscribe if you want to see more awesome content on this channel. And peace. By the way, if you're subscribed to my old channel, Alexander Schmidt, I will not be actually updating that channel anymore. I kind of moved on to this channel. I don't really care about that channel anymore. I kind of wanted to rebrand myself with this channel. So yeah, that's why I'm on this channel and not on another channel. So yeah, I'm thinking this channel might be, my other channel I just played, more other games like Grand Theft Auto and like freaking Assassin's Creed and just like open world games and stuff. And I did vlogs and stuff. I think this is gonna be my main gaming channel. I'll play a ton of Madden on this channel, which is something I didn't actually do on my old channel. Do a lot of head-to-head matches. I didn't feel right on 16 because 17 was over, and that's why I didn't play a lot of 16. But on this channel, it's gonna be a lot of head-to-head stuff. I know I did kind of tease like sort of how do I say this, like I'll do a Madden 16 career mode or a Madden 17 career mode, but I think I'm just going to stick to I feel like that's the more, that's more of a chess match, online. Oh, and also, before we go out, the field goal kicking has been updated, so that's another minor gameplay tweak that I actually do appreciate, because it makes you think a little bit more instead of the old times where you just got the arrow right on, and flip the analog stick up and down, and you pretty much got a kick. Field goal kicks, for the most part, are pretty much automatic. You ain't gonna see that this year. In fact, the arrow itself is actually pretty touchy, so you gotta be really careful when you move it. Sometimes I don't even move it at all because I'm pretty darn scared. And usually the default angle time is actually pretty good, so you can usually, if you can time your meter just right, there's like a little black sign you have to hit in the middle. It's once you learn to do it, it's actually pretty easy to pick up and play. But man, my first like 5 games, I had a lot of missed field goals. I kind of felt the Blair Walsh trend going on. So yeah, but once you get the hang of it, like I'm pretty much automatic now that I've had the game and played it for almost a week now. So yeah, I will have had the game for about a week by tomorrow. So yeah, anyways, that's all I really got to say about the game. Not much I can say else. While some of the gameplay mechanics are kind of minor upgrades, it's still a fun game to play, and it's still ton of fun. And even if they didn't update full compared to 16, it's still a lot of fun to play, and it's, it's not like it was a roster update. I mean, they did do a ton of stuff to make it more fluid and stuff. But anyways, that is my review. I am signing off. Like, comment, rate, and subscribe, if you enjoy my content. And also, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.